When you measure for a new vinyl liner, should you measure with the pool full of water or empty? Well, the truth is that you can measure whether it's full or empty, but there's, some stuff to consider here. So first of all, let's say that the pool is kind of a swamp and it doesn't really hold water anymore, so you can't really operate the filtration system or balance the chemistry. If I can't see the bottom of the pool, then I'm going to have an awfully hard time measuring for a new liner. Now, it has happened. I've done it before, but it's certainly not something that I would recommend. If you're going to measure with the pool full of water, it should be crystal clear such that you can see every last slope and angle in that pool. I definitely don't want to be guessing when it comes to measuring for a new liner, because if you miss the mark on the measurement, you are going to end up with wrinkles in that liner. So let's talk about measuring it while it's empty. Well, I guess one of the main advantages when the pool is empty, you can get more accurate measurements. And that's, as I said, very important when it comes to measuring a pool liner. But there is a flip side to this. Especially during peak times of year, it can take 3 weeks or more to get a new liner manufactured and delivered out to you. So if you measure for your new liner with the pool empty, that means for the better part of a month, you have an 8 or 9 foot deep hole in the ground in your backyard. That's a liability and a safety concern that a lot of people are not really comfortable dealing with, because a month is a long time to have to protect against, if you have kids or anything like that, they definitely wouldn't be able to use the backyard during that time. But over and above the safety concerns, there's also the fact that the vinyl liner and the water in your swimming pool help to protect the floor of your pool. Once you remove the liner in the water, you'll find that the floor it tends to dry out a little bit. And you could find that you end up with some spots delaminating or some concrete that's crumbling. Or worst case scenario would be a sand bottom pool. If you have a sand bottom pool, you almost have to measure with the pool full of water. The idea is that once you remove the liner and you only have a sand bottom floor, well, there's nothing really holding that sand in place. It'll start to dry up and it'll start to blow away. And if you have a deep end in your swimming pool, that's kind of a worst case scenario for a sand bottom pool. It would really only take one storm or one heavy downpour of rain to essentially wash out the slopes of your pool. And you'll come out in the morning and you'll find out that all of the slopes have collapsed into the bottom of the deep end, and that will cause the walls to shift. And truly, you need to rebuild your swimming pool at that point. So people are very careful when there's a sand bottom pool, or if you even suspect that it's a sand bottom pool, because sometimes it can be hard to tell when the pool is full of water. So I would measure full of water if I had a sand bottom pool for sure. You can measure a new vinyl liner in an in-ground pool when it's full. If it's nice and clear, you can see all the defined slopes and everything like that. If you're going to drain the pool, then what I would want to do is expedite the process as much as possible. My intention would be to drain the pool, measure for the new liner, order it right away, and hopefully get it in a timely fashion from the manufacturer, such that you minimize the risk and the amount of time when your pool is sitting there empty. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.